What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. And I do have a thing or two I want to see here at the start. So I hope you guys enjoyed the in-depth explanation video yesterday. Hopefully someone took something away from it. But more importantly, I gotta give more shout-outs to my bud, Mr. Bacanudo. Whichever one it is, shout-outs. I'm sorry, I'll never be able to say that right. Or at least not until it's like I have some kind of like word association or something. But he has been doing some digging through the game's code and kind of confirming some things I've thought for a very long time. Y'all probably never hear me stop talking about the Spokesman of the Mist and how he's bugged and doesn't give you damage percent. Turns out that's true. He is bugged. He doesn't give you damage percent. And it only got worse from 1.6 to 1.7. Apparently now, if you get damage percent, it's like hitting the lottery, basically. He never does it. He's literally glitched to not do it. So it's very interesting to finally have that confirmed after all this time. I'm really hoping the devs do something about that, because he apparently fixed it himself. And it might be out in his next sandbox mod update. I would imagine he's probably going to put stuff like this in there, although don't take my word for it. Also, he confirmed something that I've been wondering for a little bit, and you guys have been on my case about. It turns out it actually does not matter if you free an NPC or not. You're not going to get any extra NPCs that you would have otherwise not seen for that. Okay, so anything you hear me say in this episode about NPCs and freeing them, whether or not I should or should not do it, disregard it. Because after I was finished recording my video, I went to my Discord and I saw a message from Mr. Bacanado saying, "Do not talk about that. I was wrong. Turns out it actually matters quite a lot." And I won't go into details now since this is post-edited in, but I just want to make it clear. Do not listen to me in this episode. I'm wrong. And if you want to blame anyone, I'm just kidding about this, by the way. Blame Mr. Bacanado because he told me the wrong shit. But it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to go into it tomorrow. Turns out it's actually the opposite. You guys were right. It turns out it actually does matter a lot to free NPCs, and tomorrow's episode will get into that. So I just wanted to pause everything here before it all gets started and let you know everything you're about to hear me say about freeing the NPCs is wrong. So with no further ado, let's move ahead. Because technically speaking, for our sake, at the start of a run, it seeds NPC RNG at the very beginning. Say you see the halfling in the first room and you free her. There would have been like halflings throughout the run that would have been in different rooms that you would have encountered. And it's predetermined from the very start. If you free her at the start, all of those halflings will disappear and no other NPC will appear in their place. So that's just very important stuff to know, because you guys have been like on my case, at least a couple of you have been, for not freeing NPCs whenever I see them. Specifically the ability reroll NPCs, but it's the same for them. Like if you free an ability reroll NPC, you will not see that ability reroll NPC ever again. And it might actually be all of the ability roll NPCs. I haven't even asked Bacanado that. But it actually would be smart to not release ability swap NPCs when you see them, because you might find a skull later on in the run that you want to swap their abilities that you pick up throughout the run. And if you free your ability swap NPCs, you won't get the chance to do that. So it turns out it's actually the opposite. If you see an ability swap NPC and you don't already have both of your skulls sorted, do not free them, because you will lose your ability to swap your ability. That was a mouthful. Anyways, that's just a couple things I wanted to say here at the start. Just things that we've been kind of having a discussion about as a community. And Mr. Bacanado, the fucking Giga Chad, has like solved the issue. It's figured out. It's sorted, which makes me so happy, because now I actually can min-max properly. So shout outs, Mr. Bacanado. Great person, great YouTuber. Check him out. I've shouted him out a million times before, and I'll probably continue to do it. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I checked with the Fox NPC outside of this room. He gave me Thief and Swordsman, but I don't think I want Thief. I'm going to take the Pikeman because the Thief would not be a good matchup. Oh, never mind. Oh god, it's forward march. Okay, well in that case, see ya. I'll just bring Little Bone for now. We'll find someone else. You know, it's like, I don't want to hold on to a pikeman I don't like and lose the ability to find other pikemen that I do like. So I'm just going to leave that there and take 5 Moan Shards. But yeah, just a little couple things there at the start. It's solved. Hopefully, if you guys, you know, actually, I shouldn't make Mr. Bacchanado our, like, mule who, like, digs through the game's code. I was going to say, if anyone has any other questions, you know, let him know, but that's not a good thing to say. You know, he has a job, he has a YouTube channel, like, he can't just dig through the code for us. But I'm very happy that I did this stuff. It's all very, very useful stuff to know about the game, and it's stuff I've been talking about for a very long time. He also did some stuff with the doors and confirmed my thoughts about that as well. It turns out if you low roll your doors at the start of a run, it's actually very likely, not guaranteed, but the odds are in your favor to low roll consistently through the rest of the run, which is very cool to know. It actually makes speedrunner. If you're a speedrunner, that is extremely relevant information to you. It even applies to what I've been saying this whole time. It applies to the door counts before the first shop. If you have 3 doors before the first shop, your seed is more likely to be good. And if you don't get the door count you want before you get to the first shop, it's actually a reset point. This is something I said ages ago. Ages ago! It just feels so good to be vindicated on these things I've known in my heart for all this time. And, you know, could never get confirmed properly. But now I have all of the proper confirmation that I was right. And that's what matters the most. I was right! Me! But seriously, it's just so cool to know all this stuff for sure now. You know, like, I feel like I have pretty good intuition on a lot of things. And, like, I'll pick up on stuff that others don't see way before others will see it. And I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but it's like, I picked up on oh, I guess I am trying to brag a little bit, but I picked up on the Spokesman of the Mist glitch at the start of 1.6. And, you know, people didn't believe me at first. I also was one of the first people to pick up on the problem with the Act 4 adventures. When, for the longest time, back in 1.3 at least, we weren't able to find the swordsman or the mage. And no one else noticed it before me. And if it weren't for me pointing it out, I don't think it would have gotten fixed. At least it would have taken a lot longer. So I don't know. I feel like my intuition's pretty dang good. So whenever I say stuff, you guys have to default to believing me. And there's no, you know, there's no getting around it. You guys will be like, alright, Sir Haxa, I believe you. I'm just joking for the record. But still, I don't know. It feels good to be vindicated. You know, it's like, it's a good feeling. And also, as you can see, we're struggling here. I'm going to sell this and this. And obviously take the mage's staff. It's a rare item. I'm, of course, going to capitalize it when I can. It's also very, very, very good at high dark mirror because it can insta-kill some disgusting dark elites. And it can also insta-kill this fool, too. Any NPC that has some kind of barrier that prevents them from taking damage, this item is like a 10 out of 10 item against. It's very good. Like, highly, highly recommend this item if you haven't had it on a run. Anyways, we're going to be looking pretty hard. I do have a water skull run. Let me check it real quick. I remember it was a more simple run request. Attack speed water from Pierre, who is a longtime viewer. Shout outs to you. I always love doing run requests for long-time viewers, people who've been here for a long time. Also, look at that. Okay, we're going to look hard for a flask. Yeah, that is 100% going to take this. This is going to be a very interesting run. 2 magic... Oh, thank God. I was about to lose my mind. 2 magic attacker power skulls together is really cool. We're going to look for something cool here as well. Maybe something rapidity. This would obviously be pretty good, but I'm going to keep going. There's rapidity, but it's not good rapidity. Let's try and find something better. I'll take it for now. Grab this. Maybe sell this instantly, because I do kind of... Actually, we don't have a balanced skull. It's not nearly as important. All right, we'll just move along then. Screw it. But, I guess we're a little weak right now. We don't have like a Carleon staff, but we do have tackle dashing Sylphid Wings, which is pretty funny. I don't know if it's actually. I was about to say I don't know if it's good. It's not good. It's bad, but it's funny. And if we could get that or the what's it called? Dash. What am I thinking of? The dashing inscription. Why am I trying to call it dash? I know it's not called dash. It's called chase. Yeah. Brain fart. But yeah, if we could get that, we could actually maybe get some really low cooldown in-air attack or in-air dashes. That'd be pretty funny. Obviously, not in the direction the run requester asked for, which, frankly speaking, I would like to really do a dedicated, like, exactly what the run requester asked for type run request today. Because yesterday, I played Magic Werewolf, but it wasn't as rapidity focused as the person wanted it to be. So, you know what? Attack speed, Water Skull sounds interesting. And also, I would say that Living Armor, while not exactly a rapidity skull, is not incapable of utilizing rapidity. We also need to swap our abilities pretty much as soon as possible on this Water Skull, because this is like one of Water's worst abilities, if not literally his worst ability, so we don't want that. I really have no use for any of this. Slime is obviously just kind of a universal good quintessence, so I'll take it, but I'm not excited about it. It doesn't inspire me. I don't know what would inspire me. Maybe Killivan. I don't even know if I've ever taken a Sword of Killivan to the end of the game on one of my runs on my channel. It's not a bad quintessence. It's just kind of underwhelming, I guess. I don't know. It's not bad. It's decent. It's just like attack speed, especially in hard mode, is so like bountiful. Like you can get it on so many different ways that I just don't see the super value in it. But it's not like it's bad. Like I said, it's pretty good. Also, look at these snails. We got double snails here. Gotta love it. They're kind of, you know, snails are all right. You know, not exactly like a big escargot guy or anything, but you know, I've actually never had escargot. That's rich people food. I'm poor. Why is like all the rich people food like the nastiest, like conceptually like shit ever? It's like freaking what are they? The fish eggs. What the fuck are they called? Why am I blanking so much today? Caviar. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Okay, come on, come on. Oh my god, what is this? You know what? I'm actually not going to take that. I'm going to leave it. I'll take this. Heritage. We have Heritage 2 now, although I'm probably not I'm not committing to that I'm actually going to take try and get an Omen. Maybe we can even get like the Rapidity Omen, which I'm not even certain would be good. By the way, regeneration is like one of the best things to kill with Mage's Staff. It's like just such a beautiful feeling when you see that instantly evaporate. Because that's one of the more annoying Dark Elite prefixes, in my opinion. Alright, I'm actually starting to realize that both of these skulls have abilities I don't want, which is pretty bad. I'm fine with the first ability on my Living Armor, but this one I don't like at all. So we're going to be trying to swap off of that ASAP. Hopefully we find an ability swapper soon. Definitely going to take Rapidity there. Even though it's arms, it's not terrible to have currently. Just, you know, trying to respect the run request. We could even maybe take lethal... What's it called? Lethal Speed? That dark ability, which is like, plug your ears for the record. You're going to be in for it when we do that. It is very loud. It's also possible dark ability like that would be overkill if we go Rapidity, because the request is Rapidity 4. So, and that would maybe mean I take like the basic attack thing, but I don't know. The thing is, Mr. Bakunato also confirmed that Water's waves are skill damage. So, I don't know if it works with, doesn't work with Rapidity. Which is why I'm not convinced Rapidity 4 is a good strategy. Or maybe it's not. I gotta read my run request. I know someone requested Rapidity for something. I can't remember if it was Pierre with Water Skull. The thing is about Water Skull is the whole reason you're playing Rapidity is so you can get more waves out. And that doesn't affect... it doesn't affect your waves damage, which is the whole point, you know? Like, so it's kind of counter to the strategy you're trying to do. In fact, that would make that one thing I've been looking at as of late, or been having conversations with Bakunato about, predicted pain. That would make predicted pain incredible. Like, Water Skull will be one of the best users of predicted pain. As of right now, we just have, like, no damage. Oh my god, we have horrific damage. So, that's a problem. We gotta fix that. Not that it's, you know, like, we can fix it pretty easily, but, you know, we're gonna be stuck in this Yiggy fight for quite a while. Not worried about dying, though, you know, knock on wood, obviously. I don't want to die this early. That would be disastrous for this run. We have double tackle dashing power skulls, which is going to be rough in the OSU segment in the Dark Hero fight, or the first hero fight. He's not dark at that point. He hasn't turned to the dark side just yet. He hasn't become edgy. But he will, you know, and then we'll be a lot... Because double tackle dashing power skulls against the Dark Hero in particular actually ain't half bad. Because tackle dashes are particularly good at dodging his siphon. But until that point... And then, you know, there's rooms. You have to contend for those as well. I don't know how double tackle dashing works in rooms. Used to, I would tell my audience at all costs, avoid... double tackle dashers. I don't know how true that is anymore. Things have changed. I think tackle dashers are actually pretty good now. Okay, that was unfortunate. I was trying to instantly transform into this, but it didn't work. I swapped instead, like a dummy. Which is, you know, fine, I guess. You know, it only took a little bit. But it's like little mistakes like that that will add up in the long term. And make me weak. Oh, okay. Don't go flying face first into that, if you wouldn't mind there, Mr. Living Armor. Feels like it's been forever since I've seen this attack in any of my runs from Yiggy. I don't know why. I feel like we just kill him so quickly these days that he never has the chance. Alright, come on, Yiggy. Come on, dog. Oh, did you see that? That was interesting. It just blew up on the wall. You gotta find the things to be interested about in when you're fighting Yiggy, because unfortunately, he himself is not very interesting at all. There we go. Get out of my face. You bore me. You might see me take predicted pain here. Depends on what curses were offered, and also Put Pocket is incredible with Water Skull as well. Oh my god, look what's behind the HP again. However, we do have Killivan here. You know what? It's 10 seconds, which actually is not bad at all. Screw it. Screw it. I'll do it. It's new, it's exciting, it's something I haven't done. Screw it. Let's go crazy and wacky with it here. Coward. Insta-pick. Put Pocket. We'll take predicted pain after Act 2. In my opinion, Put Pocket in Act 2 is just so insanely good that it's hard to pass it. We're going to upgrade our Water Skull here so we have a bit of a better idea of what we're dealing with. We got the dive ability, which is really good for the iframe. So we now have some of, like, well, actually, that doesn't sort out OSU. It's not long enough. I don't know. We'll still use an ability swapper if we get lucky enough and find one. At least now I know I don't have to free them whenever I see them, in case I'm trying to hold out for, you know, like a skull that I want to maybe find later on in the run and swap the abilities for real, instead of just getting rid of the, you know, NPC in the pool of NPCs, which isn't a thing. There is no pool of NPCs. Like I said, it's all determined at the start. So, like, any NPC you would have seen is like instantly determined. So, all very good to know. Dude, I'm so glad that Mr. Bakunato is in the Skull community, dude. Like, for so, like, we just didn't have, like, the manpower. Like, there's not enough people playing this game. Although, you know, Skul, like, you know, it does well for itself. It's not doing badly at all. A lot of people do play this game. But there's not a lot of dedicated people. Like, most people are casual players of Skul. Most people don't even know what room counts are. In fact, I get that question a lot whenever people come to my audience. Like, what do you mean by that? Which is a fair question. No insulting or anything like that. Like, I understand. But, there's a lot of, stuff going on inside the inner workings of this game that aren't immediately noticeable to, like, the average player that really strongly affect your run. For a casual player, you actually want to high roll your doors because it gives you more access to resources. So the more doors you get, the better off you will be in terms of, like, being able to afford stuff. Like, here we low rolled, so we're kind of poor in the shop, which if we had a couple extra doors on the way, we would have a lot more money. Also, oh my god, imagine if we had bought the freaking Frost Giant's leathers. Give me that. That's so much better. Dude. Now we got damage percent. Oh. Oh. Nah. It's funny, but it's not good. Is this decent at all? Not really. Arms and soar. What's this? 570? What the heck? Wait a second. Is this real? Am I, like, lagging right now? What the heck? Why are the... how is this here? I didn't think the same item could appear in the exact same reroll. What the heck? That's so messed up. I guess we'll just buy an inscription. Let's buy... oh my god, I don't have anything I want. I guess I'll buy... Mana Cycle? I don't know, man. What the heck? What is this shop? What is any of this? Dog, please. Like, give me a break. Ooh, okay. Instant. Was that was the Dark Elite. Alright, so there it is, showing off what it's the mage's staff. If you were, for whatever reason, unconvinced of its power. There's just you know, we've had many examples of that happen already. And imagine in Act 4 if you get like a Executioner Dark Elite or something. Demon Hunter. You know, it's beautiful when it happens. And I've said this. I don't think they do it anymore, especially in hard mode, because they obviously want the game mode to be hard. But I always thought it'd be really cute if they like gave like bosses, and they can even lower it from 10 to like even less of a chance for this to happen. But like if you had like maybe like even like a 1% chance against a boss to transform them, and they created like custom sprites for like different animals, like say the lioness is just turned into a rabbit and they're like have like the little like outfit and like headwear on. And it's like very extremely low chance for this to happen, but just imagine, that'd be awesome. Like that would be like the most hype shit, bro. I'd lose my mind. And you know, it's not too late, devs. You could do it. Maybe excluding the Dark Hero and the first hero. I don't know. Like I like the idea. I think it's really cool. Like, obviously it's OP, but this item is already really good. Like, just make it even better. Like, let the Chad mutant and Manacycle players have their time in the sun. Like we are already right about everything we say. SWAT players are on top as always, and you can't say otherwise because I'm just right about everything. So like, just give me more things to be right about. Why not, right? Like, it couldn't hurt. Alrighty, so it is time for adventurers. We're a little weak still, so things could be going better in terms of our damage percent. But I'm still not worried about these two. This is like a particularly not awful set of adventures to get. None of them are easy, but we could do much worse. And, you know, at least we don't have like the cleric helping them or anything like that. So that's good. Though she's about to make her move again. There it is. I wanted to make sure I didn't let her give her a bunch of time to ult, but it's like, yeah, she's ulting. How rude. We just aren't doing enough damage to stop it right now. Ah! I can't see what he's doing. I can't hear anything from him, though, so I think we're good. And we also have Coward, which, you know, just, like, always a absolute pleasure to have on a run. Like, I'm always so happy when we get it. It makes my run so much easier. Sir, can you ult, please? While the bomb is on you? Okay, you could just do that, I guess. Stand around doing nothing for who the heck knows why. Can I? Okay, I was about to say, can I just please get this? Let me have this dub, please. All right, there we go. We're almost out of here. You know, slow going, but it's going to get better, trust me. Just things are a little weird right now. We haven't exactly gotten super good stuff to get this run off the ground yet, but we'll get there. Maybe with a legendary? You know, it's too much to ask, I suppose. Wow. That's, wow, all this is so great. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll take 5 bone shards. Screw me, I guess. Wow. That's, just straight up rude, honestly. And we're still low rolling our doors. But this is a point in the run where you actually get another reroll on your door counts. And this is one of the most important door counts in the entire run, especially if you're a speedrunner. Because this is like, after you get, like, it does it based, like, it's kind of, it's a little hard to explain because it's very technical, I guess, and I'm not a technically inclined person. Depending on what stage of the game you're in, you have, like, a min or max amount of rooms you can get. The start, like, Act 1, Part 1 is you can get either 3 or 4 doors. And Act 1, Part 2, I think it's 4 or 5. And then it's 4 or 5 for a few segments of the game. Act 1, Part 2, and Act 2, Part 1. And then in Act 2, Part 1, it becomes, I think, 4 or 5? Or maybe 5 or 6. I can't remember. Or maybe it's 4 or 6. I cannot remember. Mr. Bakunato showed it to me, but I was just so excited about being right that I kind of, like, went into a trance. And also, whenever anyone tries to, like, speak technical jargon to me, it's very hard for me to concentrate. So I got the gist of what he was saying. And it's also a little more complicated than that too, because, like, if you min roll in the Act 1, Part 1, 3 or 4 door area, your odds of min rolling are higher for the next segment of the game, which is why it's important for speedrunners. And you can, like, determine the luck of your run as soon as you get to the first shop, and you can reset at that point if you need to. This isn't relevant for most people. I'm sure I'm boring some people out there, but it's very interesting to me because I've been saying this for so freaking long. Wow, we are so poor. I wouldn't have bought this if I realized how poor we were. Sell this. Sell this. I need this shop to be at least something. Wow, what is this? Oh, look, Leet! Maybe I should just leave because that's what, like, we ended up there. Yeah, I'm gonna take item rooms moving forward, even if I see skull rooms, because we already have enough to upgrade one of our skulls to legendary, which will be the living armor. Even though this is a run request for the water skull, living armor, water skull, his upgrade to legendary is not nearly. It's actually one of the least impactful unique to legendary upgrades in the whole game. Like, you can function just fine with a unique water skull. Obviously, it's still better to have a legendary water skull, and we will get him there. But living armor's upgrade from unique to legendary is massive. You get, like, a ton of benefits from it, so that's always worth, like, weighing in your mind whenever you're deciding, especially if you're like me and you're a Chad and you play 2 skulls to legendary. It's always worth keeping that in your mind when deciding who to upgrade first. God, we are so freaking weak, bro. We're so weak. This is horrible. I need to get lucky in these things here. Why? Dude, what the heck? What's my crit? 10? Do we have misfortune? Nope. Wow. I guess I'm taking this. That is so whack, dude. Wow, thank God we found that item. Now our run is surely to succeed. This Leona is going to be pretty scary, because we're very, very weak. The longer you're fighting against the Leona sisters, the longer they have to screw you over, which is the thing I'm always preaching to you guys, is in Skul, especially once you get the hang of things, the best defense is a good offense, because the longer you are fighting an enemy, the longer they have to catch you lacking. Because it's like, you can't play perfectly forever. Like, eventually you're going to slip up. It's just how it goes. So, you know, you want to get through fights as quickly as possible. And we are not at a stage where we can do that. Oh, there's an ability swapper. Going to free her and going to use her. God, we have no money, though. It's going to be rough. The thing is, I don't know who to change first. Because I did get... on my Water Skull, I like the dive ability. I want the tides or the tide, whatever the heck it's called. I'm going to do it on him first, I guess. There it is. Oh, we got both abilities. Oh, that's perfect. Lake of the Spirit and dive. That's exactly what I want. All right, help me here. Help me out. Help me out. Oh! Oh, that's exactly what I want to do. Oh my god, perfect. Perfect RNG. Oh my god. That's literally both of the combo abilities that I want on both of these guys. I'm not even joking either. Like, I'm not just coping. Like, that's precisely what I wanted to see. So that is wonderful. Now we can do exactly what I wanted to with these guys. Predicted Pain is going to be my next choice. Because if Mr. Bakunato is right, which I assume he is, the water waves will count for Predicted Pain. And also, my Soul Burn leaves a lingering effect on the field. So that's very good with Predicted Pain as well. It's good. We're going to be having some nice synergy moving forward. Maybe the run is going to be a little bit easier moving forward after this. Get in here. I ain't got all day. Okay, be cautious. Never underestimate these two. They're awful. Though we do have Coward, which is certainly a nice benefit. And Dive. Dive is going to be a way I can avoid those undodgeable attack patterns. Which, by the way, I had someone in my audience mention, like, you know, like, because they hear me say that. You know, technically, and you're not wrong for the record. Yo, it's not literally undodgeable. When I say undodgeable, I don't mean, like, you are literally just doomed if you see that attack pattern. I just mean, like, it's completely unfair. And it's like, to the point of like, absurdity. Like, you need to have specific things to be able to dodge it. Obviously, a well-timed dash can dodge it, but like if you want to reliably dodge it, you need to have an ability like Dive or like the Slime Quintessence or something. Also, let's see if we can't get lucky and get the non... Okay, nah. I was about to say, maybe we can get the non-hurt sister to come down, but the game was not being kind. I wonder if there's any kind of like logic to that. Oh, Mr. Bakunato, check the game files. Because if you can manipulate these two, that would be so freaking useful. Okay, let's be careful here. These two are awful. Also, I'm not... Okay, thankfully I can dodge this. By the way, like the hitbox is very narrow. Literally, what makes it so bad is low to the ground horizontal slashes. That's like the only thing that's bad about this. Any amount of vertical slashes, you can still end up dodging. It's just the low to the ground horizontal ones, which we'll see if we get one here. Nope. Okay, that hit me anyway, though. Rude. She's doing this a lot. Thankfully, our skulls aren't big. If we were Poseidon, though, we would be massive, and we would be taking a lot more damage. Which, I don't know if I properly covered this in yesterday's Lyanna fight. There's actually a funny thing I talk about all the time. I'm joking, but I'm also being serious. Small skull privilege is very real in this game now. If you're big and fat and wide, you take a lot more damage against that move in particular. But it's also harder to find air pockets when you're big to fit in between like her slashes. So the thinner and smaller your skull is, the better of a time you're going to have against these two. Also, look, undodgeable. That's what I'm talking about. Thankfully, we had dive, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. If it's low to the ground, even slightly, like at this level, like you're screwed. You have to have like some kind of iframes or like jump in the air and find a pocket and like time your dash as well. But I still stand by calling it undodgeable for like for political reasons. But yeah, it is really, really stupid. God, we have no items, huh? I'm thinking about taking this, but we already do have Rapidity, and it's not good. It's not a very good item, honestly. This could be fine. We do have mutants on this. It's really the only thing here that I even slightly like. Or this to break for money, but honestly, I'm gonna take this. I can do some nice stuff with some crit percent. And also, I just like having mutant. I don't like it when I'm trying to swap and I can't. It drives me crazy, so. Alright, here comes Predicted Pain. None of this is what... Oh, heads or tails is good, actually. Well, it's good under the right circumstances. We don't have any of the stuff to make it good, but it's like one of those dark abilities. Whenever I see it, I'm excited. Or curses, I mean. So let's actually take it. And we'll probably end up getting a better mutant than this now, because now this half of this does nothing. The attack speed's nice, but we're going to take Predicted Pain. And more than likely, we'll end up selling this later, but we're going to hold on to it for now, because it's going to be useful in Act 3. I'm very worried about Act 3 because we're very weak in like damage percent sense. I guess we'll just have to sell this and get Collection Desire, or this, eventually. Okay, so Living Armor first, then Poseidon. It just makes sense. This is like a humongous upgrade for this guy, especially with Soulburn. Soulburn is like massive. Also, I should have taken a money room. I have a lot of need for okay, thank you, coward. Is Predicted Pain working? I don't see it down there. Like, where is it? It's not on my action bar. How do you determine that then? And like how do you determine what is and isn't ability damage? I guess that's a question for Mr. Baconato, who might see this. But how do you determine if you can't? I guess you're just looking in the game's code or something. But like, generally speaking, whenever something is activated, it appears down here on your like status bar or whatever you want to call it. So it's weird that it's not there, even though it's surely like it's definitely activating. I don't know, weird stuff. Skul's a quirked up shoddy. It is what it is. Like we've very much learned that over the data mining process, that how quirky this game truly is. Also, I will take up money room here. We're so poor, man. That's what you get for not having the Carleon insignia and a bunch of Carleon items. Do you see that? It's so beautiful. I freaking love it. Insta transforming a Dark Elite. It just, every time it fills my heart with like just such joy. Oh no! I thought I was out as the Water Skull for some reason. Oh. Okay, we're taking a lot here. I don't like this. Sir, you need to go. Okay, that was rough. And it is shop time, which is also bad. Also, low rolled for the record. Just want to point that out. We did low roll. So it's consistent with what we've been discovering. This is a great item to take on a Rapidity run. And do we have enough here? We don't, but we can probably sell something. like this. We don't need this. We have no use for it. We can buy... Antique? Nah. Dang it. I should maybe buy the food, actually. I'll buy the food. Screw it. Just to play it safe. I mean, we could just take an item room here. I don't know. I don't want to risk this run. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for the prospects of this run. Also, did you see that insta transform? This stupid ass freaking Frieza who thinks he's so cool. You know he thinks his shit don't stink. It stinks. Probably worse than yours or mine, honestly. Like, straight up. I'm not even joking. Fuck him. There, I said it. I dropped an F word. I don't do that much anymore. But Frieza sucks. He deserves it. Alright, things are... Oh, I don't like that. Where's the disaster? It's so hard to see with Coward. I'm just gonna let this fizzle out here. He's not so bad once you get the ability of him to summon some disasters out the way, but you know, until that point, he sucks. What's this? This has to be the best thing here. Probably this, actually. It's like damage percent that actually helps me. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Even though I'm not happy about it, it's not ideal, but I'll still take it. It's better than, you know, taking a stun item, which this run is like 0% stun, so. Alright, Soul Burn. Like I said, I'm like 99% positive. Wait, how are you? Did he just gain a bunch of HP? Oh, Divine Power. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. For a second, I thought something weird was going on, and we were gonna get an ultimate golem, but thankfully we didn't. Through the power, by the way, of Soul Burn, which is just my favorite living armor ability by far. I really like the sword too, though. Right, that's what it's called, right? Soul Sword, yeah. I quite like it as well. Also, sadly, we're not gonna be able to upgrade Poseidon here, unless we get a unique on this pedestal. We'll see what happens. We have such low damage on this run. It's actually insane. And this is a very, very... And, you know, as I always say, there is no good set of adventurers in Act 3. They're all horrible. But this is like one of the most nasty pairings I could imagine. Because we're dealing with the cleric healing these fools. We have to super worry about her ultimate. And we have the ninja jumping around, causing problems for us. She's about to ult. Gonna try and soul burn her ass. Just got this jerk helping her. She's dead, though. She didn't get the ult. And I can maybe stop the mage. I don't care about the mage, though, really. Though she deals a lot of damage with her fireballs, they're very easy to avoid. Okay, if we can stop you, though, I'd love to do that. Yep, we got him. Just barely, but we did. And just barely is more than enough for me. See if we can't take her out next. Ah! Ma'am? See, she's nasty. Remember I was talking about, this is like a long time ago, maybe like a couple weeks ago. I was talking about like how the stuff she says is very violent. She was just screaming die, die, die at me, which is something I would never do. Like me, that's not a thing I would do. So it's like so rude, right? Like she's just very mean. I don't have crit to make this work. Or oh wait, yeah, I do actually. Okay, never mind. I'll take that actually. Even though it's weird, I think it's better than what we have currently, so why not? And now we can pick this up, get rid of probably this. I lose a little bit of damage percent in the short term, but I think it's better overall than what we had. God, we have such low damage. We'll make it work though, don't worry. And that's a succubus. Do I take it? Nothing else here is appealing, but I really like this kill event. It's like interesting, right? I have succubus every run, right? So let's do the interesting thing and not take the succubus. Keep the kill event, which is like synergistic with the run request, rapidity run request. So I'll keep it going. Also, I'm going to take a money room here. I really want to find Lunar Ring. We have the bad half Effulgent Dawn for this run, and I always try and let my audience know. Oh, it's Don Ka. Actually, why am I excited? This is like a horrific prospect. I'm still going to help them, but we're going to be continuing with like Mecha Golems and Friezas. Where'd the horn go? I didn't hear that. Oh, yeah, you can critterize these guys. That's awesome. That's just hilarious, frankly. Come on, give me some more critters. What the heck? Oh! Something got crittered. It wasn't this. It's too late for you, but I'm still gonna get you. I don't know why another barrel didn't appear over there. Maybe it got crittered instantly? I don't know. Give me money. Thank you. Oh, let's talk to them. Are you curious about the legends of our ancestors? Kinda, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. A resistance soon began, a great war at Don Ka. As the Don Ka gained an advantage in the war, a very powerful human magician came to stop us. Don Ka? Rustamilkon? The great magician summoned a giant meteor to stop us, but our ancestors... Oh, it's probably the fire mage. It was thanks to our works... It's either the fire mage or the abyssal monarch. One of those, or like the warlock, I guess would be a better way to say that. It's one or the other, like I would imagine. Like they gotta reference that for a reason. Rustamilkon's more of an elementalist who like trapped the spirits and used them for himself. So, not entirely the same. But every time I get the chance, I'll like start coping that Rustamilkon's gonna come up. Just because I want, that's another thing I want to be vindicated on eventually is like Rustamilcon's importance in the story. Like, if he's not in the next DLC, I'm going to lose my mind and be like, have to admit that I was wrong the whole time. Alright, let's see if we can get some, oh my god, he's deflecting everything. You're a jerk! I want to, what was I even going to say? I don't know. I got distracted by this guy just being awful. This is just showing off how bad our damage is. Like, we just, our projectiles and items are like everything, and if he deflects all of them, we got nothing. Alright, I want Fulgent, please. No, I'm staying on course. Though this could be nice. This could be very nice. Actually, yeah. And we can maybe even stand to get rid of something else like this, maybe? It is my mutants, which is important. Yeah, you're out of here. I'll just buy mutant. In fact, actually, you know what? I'll just buy the drugs. And maybe I can also buy mutant copium? Nope. I could sell this. Give up on the Fulgent Dream. It is giving me damage percent on my, we could go mixed from here, actually, pretty effectively. Like, it's giving me damage percent on my Gunpowder Sword, which is going to be popping off pretty hard, so. Like, we are not beholden to the whims of a magic run on this build, okay? Water Skull is like one of the best users in the game of Gunpowder Sword. So, like, I'm going to let my wings go free. I'm not beholden to any, you know, kind of preconceptions of Skull runs. In fact, part of my channel is trying to show y'all that, you know, you can kind of play the game however you want. You don't need to go very, like, you know, you can play an Archlich physical run if you want. That's not, you know, it's not going to be bad even. It's going to be pretty good. So that's the kind of stuff I want to show off to my audience. So this is like a great run for that. And it can still be Rapidity as well. Like, we can still go very much into the Rapidity direction. Speaking of the devil, do we have Heritage? We do not. What's my other Rapidity? Oh, this? Well, that's easy. Yeah. Well, we solved that problem. Let's move on. Now, Rapidity is kind of getting a little out of control. Like, we're getting very Rapidity focused here, which is nice. You know, doing the run request, which is what I wanted to do. Is it going to win? I don't know. I'm actually a little iffy on Rapidity as a strategy in general, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's fallen off a cliff in terms of its viability, just because of how powerful the end game is. And if you just build raw Rapidity with like no itemization, like no item damage, I should say, like, you will lose. And I'm saying that in the, you know, most honest way possible. It's just not powerful. So keep that in your mind. If you're going to do Rapidity, you also have to build around item damage as well. It's very important, because raw Rapidity damage is not good enough. That's my story. All right, so we're going to learn a thing or two here, y'all. If you're unaware, you're about to learn some things, you know, about run building and the power of mixed damage. Something, like I said, I'm always trying to impart my wisdoms about stuff like that onto y'all. Stuff I've learned in this game. About, you know, it's also why I say Sin is a fun more mechanic instead of like a genuine, like real way to build a run. For one, just because it's so rare. Like, it's really hard to find Sin on a run. But also, like, mixed runs are just very OP. There's 1,000,001 ways to get a good mixed run going. Sadly, we don't have any of those right now, but things could change. All we gotta find is, like, a Pot of Greed, which it's been a while since I found a Pot of Greed, if you guys haven't noticed. Pot of Greed, the Ring would be excellent on this run as well, because it would give me crit percent. Actually, no, that wouldn't matter because we have heads or tails. So either way, it would still be really good. Just not for the reasons I was thinking of immediately in my head. The ring would be good for just for the mixed shenanigans it gives me. Kill event it up. Try and get as many waves going as possible. Which I'm still not certain is working with predicted pain. I'm gonna assume it is, but if it's not, we're certainly kind of whiffing a bit of our damage overall here. Okay, so this is a long chimera fight. 2 jumps, not good. Also, we are taking quite a bit of damage as well. Just, I mean, look at our damage percent. It's terrible. But we're about to get rid of Put Pocket and get Collection Desire, which will help. Oh my gosh. Wait, did she jump again? I can't see. She did not, but she's going to. She's going to jump here. Unless I can stop her. We're not going to stop her, yeah. But I will not respect this jump. I'm going to stay here and beat the heck out of her. Yeah. Pretty bad fight overall, but it'll get better as soon as... Like, well, this run has yet to even spread its wings yet. Like, we're pretty much getting there now. Wow. More trash. Like, straight up. It's so whack. Why? Why is this all this garbage, bro? I could get rid of this and take this, but it's just physical damage. Like, it's not... I could get rid of... Okay, what does this do again? 40%, so it would be -5 crit damage. If we take this. But it doesn't give me... All this sucks, dude. Why is all this trash, bro? Dog. Alright, fine, I guess. Wait. I don't know. I guess. Jesus Christ. Why is the game like blessing me with RNG and also cursing me with like garbage? Do this. Oh, Go Getter would be so good too though. Oh no. Why? Maybe I should just get rid of Predicted Pain. I don't know. I need Collection Desire. I need it. It's 125 instant in both directions. I will see how I feel about Predicted Pain by the time I get... Because, like, Go Getter... Look, Go Getter, Go Getter, Go Getter Copium, Go Getter. It's like... I don't know, dog. It just feels so much better. I'll probably end up getting Go Getter by the end of this run. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just be completely honest. Like, Go Getter is my go-to. And like I said, this is definitely like a mixed run. We've kind of strayed off the path of just like raw skill damage and like relying on our waves. We're going to be relying on Gunpowder Sword, pretty much. That's going to be where our damage is coming from. Oh, I should have put some of my stuff into Arachna, actually. My bad. Oh my god, why am I so poor on this run? It's a low roll. It has to be a low roll. Anytime I'm struggling in a way I can't immediately explain, like, the answer 9 times out of 10 is I low rolled my doors. And I know we low rolled our doors in the first half of the game, so I imagine we've continued that trend into the second half of the game too. So, yep. You know, the topic of the day, door count. It continues to plague runs. And like I tell people, we're not going to free her, by the way. It does nothing. If you're ever struggling on a run and you don't know why, you're like, you've thought of every possible solution that's immediately obvious and you still can't figure out why the run is struggling. It feels like, you know, nothing in particular is going wrong with it. It's probably your door count. You probably got a small amount of doors, which means you have less resources overall, and your shops are going to be weaker. You're going to have less bone shards, stuff like that. So, you know, just a little bit of advice from me to you. Also, we still have a chance to critterify this guy because he hasn't actually taken any damage, so I'm going to do my best to do that. Please let me critterify you, sir. I don't want to actually deal with you. Ah, you jerk. You know what? Fine. We'll play hard. You know, I'm hard. I'm hard. You know, I'll play hardball. See? You could have just died a quick, easy death. No suffering had to be done. But you just wouldn't let me critterify you. You could have spent your life as a goose or something, dude. That'd be pretty sweet. But instead, you chose to die. And that's on you. I tried. I tried to give him the easy way out. I still stand by my question before. It's like, if you transform this guy, like if the enemy you transform literally spends their life as just like a mindless goose forever, is it actually better for them, or would they have rather have died? Like, straight up, it's a valid question. So people in my audience were like, Haxa, obviously you'd want to live. It's like, dude, but you technically did kind of die anyway. Like, if you get turned into an animal and you lose your humanity, you're not going to be like the same creature. You're going to be like a completely different entity. Your consciousness will be in there, but like, you're not going to be like thinking the same, you know? You're going to be like a whole new different thing. So you did technically die. You know, I'm right here. It would be terrible. Anyways, I guess we'll just buy an inscription. I'm getting super freaking unlucky. What do I could buy wisdom 4. No, that seems like a waste. What's my wisdom 3 coming from? What's my mana cycle coming from? Mana cycle, mana cycle. Ah, mana cycle. Wisdom is wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. You know what? I'll buy wisdom 4. Or no, I won't, because I need to make my... Okay, I'll buy mutants. I need to make my collection desire better. God, we're so... This run's just struggling in the dumbest possible ways. I still feel decent, but it's like, if we don't get our damage up... Oh no! I was literally like a pixel off from getting him to spawn. Dude, that's so whack. Game, work with me here, man. But if we don't get our damage up by the time we get to the Dark Hero, we're going to probably lose. Or, I don't know, I think I'm good enough to win, but it's going to be a struggle. If I can win the common only run, I can win, you know, a run like this. Because this run actually has some stuff going for it. Look how many times she spawned a lot, for the record. Like, that is a lot of times to see the same NPC that close together. Like, the seeding on this run is interesting. Also, we're all of a sudden getting a lot of bone shards. I'm really happy about that. It's really nice. We're not going to use our soul burn just yet. We're going to wait till we're up here. And then we're going to spawn in the second set of enemies that... Okay, there we go. All right, we're going to get some critters here for sure. Our damage doesn't even feel that bad. I'll have to see how I feel once I get to Act 4 Part 2. Because the increase in, like, HP values and, like, the damage that the enemies do at that point is, like, massive. Like, shockingly so. Okay, I'm tired of you, sir. Could you just get away from me? Like, why is this guy a Dark Elite? It's just a waste of your time. A gigantic freaking waste. Oh, actually, you know what will be the real test here? The Adventurer. The Adventurer is going to be a sink or swim moment for this run. We'll see what happens. It's going to be rough, because we have no damage. Ooh. Ooh! Now that's some damage. We can get rid of this too. Or is that what I want to get rid of? Maybe this now? I'm still kind of holding on to the Fulgent Dawn Copium. Ugh. This has to go. Oh! Oh! Okay. All right. I actually want to keep this Solar Sword, though. Did I buy Wisdom 4? Please say I didn't. I didn't. Thank God. What did I buy? Okay, we'll get rid of this. Good. Good. All right, now we're getting somewhere, guys. Now I'm not nearly as worried about this fight. Things actually feel fine. Although we do need to scale our skill cooldown to get the most out of Nether Mana Suppressor. Oh, God. I'm never going to underestimate this guy ever again. Like, my days are beyond me. Whenever I see this guy, I actually just get scared now. Like, he actually is scary. Like all of the adventurers. And, you know, yesterday I was making fun of the mage and she almost got me. Like, honestly, I should not make fun of the adventurers ever, no matter which act I'm in. Because, like, in my opinion, and I actually believe this fully, especially the more used you get to the Dark Hero fight, the adventurers are the hardest part of the game, in my opinion. And, like, that's just still true even, like I said, even with the existence of the Dark Hero. Even with, like, Joan, it's really rough with these guys. They're a nightmare. And I cannot see what's happening. I'm gonna try and respect these guys here. Okay, we have our coward up, so yeah, things were pretty okay there. We were pretty safe. I am kind of starting to learn this guy a little bit more, though. So maybe I'll go back to disrespecting him eventually. Why do I do this to myself? Now he's gonna kick my ass. Like, it's just, it's over. Why do I have to open my fat mouth? Now I'm dead. Okay, never mind. I'm better than you. You suck. Get dunked on. If I could teabag, I would be teabagging so hard right now. Oh my god. The urge to teabag. We'll just move, though. We'll get on our way. And break this for bone shards, because we have a lot of arachne scaling I want to do. First things first, I'm going to go up to the maximum value on this. My nether mana suppressor needs to be at 60, and everything else goes into damage percent for now. Alright, all we need is a good final half of Act 4, and we can fully max these guys out. And I guess we're giving up on our shops, because I'm very focused on arachne right now. Ah! Okay, good. We're fine. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Why is this run that feels like it's like in like a state of like actual like caution? Like I actually feel way more cautious on this run than I have on some of my other runs that have been stronger. And yet, like I've kept my life on this run. Like I've not really actually gotten to a point where I've like almost died. But like say like the bomber run that we had the other day, which was one of my more favorite runs recently and felt very powerful. I lost my life. Or did I lose? No, I almost lost my life in that one, I think. I can't remember. Oh my god, you see that? We got the bubbled enemy and the Dark Elite. Oh, I love the Mage's Staff. I'm just so happy every time I see it. We could free her now. In fact, I will. The odds of me seeing her again are pretty low. And of course, get back in your cage. God damn it. Every time, dude. It's insane, dude. Every freaking time. She wants you dead. It's that simple. It's that simple. She hates you. She, like, hides her maliciousness through a veneer of, like, cuteness. But it's like, she fucking wants you dead. Anyway. This is a free event with the Mage's Staff. You'll see here in a moment if you are unaware. You can critterify these guys. As long as you don't activate them and, like, let them see you. They can't actually take any damage, so you can just punch them endlessly until they turn into critters. It's one of my favorite. In fact, before hard mode, it was my favorite way to utilize the Mage's Staff, except for obviously the Act 4 bubbles. But this was one of the ways to make really good value out of it. As you can see, like I said, it completely trivializes this, and you even have a little bit of time before they truly activate after they see you to critterify them. You just have to be quick with it and get lucky, I guess. But we've gotten lucky multiple times, so, you know, who needs skill? Who needs to dodge when you could just get lucky? And not have to worry about anything. And also, like, this is like a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like, do you think these guys would be better off dead or as critters? Because it's like, is he like a human trapped in a rabbit's body? Which I guess would be okay, I guess, acceptable. Or is he like a human soul? Like the consciousness remains from that guy, but now he just has the mind of a rabbit. It's like, is that a fate worse than death? I don't know. Maybe. It's pretty bad. I mean, would you want to be a rabbit forever? I don't know. Like you spent like however many years you've been alive as a human and then you just get turned into a rabbit. It's pretty bad. That's all I'm going to say. It's not like Princess and the Frog or anything like that where, you know, like it's clearly a human inside of a frog body. It's literally just like, you're a frog now. Because it's like, is this acting like a human? Like, a second ago, he wanted me dead. Now I'm standing right in front of him. I'm punching the shit out of him. And he just, like, turns away. He's just acting like a squirrel. So I think I'm right. Like, he's just like, his consciousness is gone. Or maybe it's a third option and I kill them and like it creates a bunny or something, you know? Like he's dead, but the like a new life, a bunny is now alive in his place. Any one of those options. And then I guess if that's the option, it's objectively a good thing. You're creating bunny rabbits, but I guess you're killing people, so I guess it's not objectively a good thing. These are the questions we ponder here at the Haxa channel. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Anyways, let's see what we could do here. What do I want? Actually, yeah, artifact, easy. What did we get that had artifact on it? Oh, this, right. So we're gonna be having an awkward wisdom 3, but I think we just have to live with that. Still, actually, I guess I've given up on Fulgent Dawn. We'll just take the Solar Sword to the end, because it gives me arms and makes my Gunpowder Sword better. But, very clearly, like, you know, the Fulgent Dawn Copium ended a long time ago, and I just held on to for dear life. But it's been over for a while. Doesn't really matter, though. Also, I hope you're enjoying the Rapidity Water Skull run. If you did ask for Rapidity 4, I hope you understand my reasoning behind not doing Rapidity 4. You know, I just don't think it's the ideal build for a Water Skull, especially if Mr. Bacchanado is correct, which I believe him. He's been right about a lot of other things he's data mined, so why not that? So, yeah. Just, like, Rapidity 2 is great, obviously, because there's still plenty of value to be gotten. Also, did you see that? Oh my god, we skipped the whole room. We skipped the whole damn thing. One of the worst rooms in the game. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's just objectively beautiful. Like, there's no arguing against it. It's just like a wonderful thing that happens. Okay, 139. I don't think that's going to be enough to full max both of the shrines that we've stacked into so far. But we'll be able to get close. So we're definitely going max damage percent, and then we'll get as close into skill cooldown and rapidity as we can. But with that said, it's Joan time. I'm a big fan of what we've done so far in this build. Will it continue to be awesome? Probably. Let's be honest. This is a pretty wonderful thing we got going on here. I'm pretty excited to get to the Dark Hero, and I'm not at all worried about Joan, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. Free win. Against Joan, at least. I don't know about the Dark Hero, but we'll try against the Dark Hero. Anyways, it's Joan time. Delicious tea. Alrighty. I wish there was a way. Oh, wait, there's a way. I just swapped. I want to build up my soul burn for the start of this. I don't think we'll get there, but we'll get there quickly. Like, we'll be closer than we would have been had we not swapped. And you can actually build your soul burn off of a pedestal that has a shield around it anyway, so it's like, there's no, can't stop me is all I'm saying, you know? We'll swap here. The bad thing about Water Skull in this fight is the waves actually can fall through the ground pretty often. So in phase 1, and really phase 2 in particular as well, it's not like Water Skull is particularly good at finding Joan regardless because she just jumps around so much. Oh, also, we need to have money to get rid of Predicted Pain because I'm going Go-Getter, right? Maybe not now, actually. I don't know. Oh my god, there's so many directions to go, and none of them are easy decisions to make. I feel like with Gunpowder Sword, Predicted Pain has to go, and Go-Getter has to come. I don't know, it just feels like the right thing to do. This is, like, obviously not a condemnation, and by the way, I never said Predicted Pain was bad. I just want to make that clear. Or at least I don't think I did. I'm iffy on it on skulls that don't have lingering skills. That's what I was saying to Mr. Bacchanado, because I know he released a video based on our conversation around Predicted Pain. And I don't remember, like, if I said I thought it was bad, I don't know why I did, because I don't think it's bad. I just think it's maybe niche. Though even then, I'm not certain if it's niche or not, especially with, like, some revelations, like, you know, it working with Water Skull's, oh my god, why am I so tall? Water Skull's, waves. Stuff like that certainly makes it better. You know, we'll just have to see. Either way, I'm not convinced it's for this build. This definitely feels like a go-getter run. although we're kind of coming into some conflict here, I might have to keep Predicted Pain, because it feels like I'm going to have to heal at this shop unless I can get through the rest of this fight without taking a bunch of damage. We'll see. Okay. As soon as this disappears, I'm going back down. Okay, okay. The waves actually killed her there. Water Skull was doing quite a bit of work. I think we can actually full heal off of this from this damage percent range. And if it's not a full heal, maybe we'll be close enough to where I won't care. It is a full heal. All right, so we can sell a dark ability if I want to. Is this worth taking? Probably not. It is if we're going go-getter. So I guess all of our wisdom items are very good, and there's no item here I want to get rid of. So I think I might just break Quint here. I'll keep Killivan to the end just for the interesting stuff. Though, like, this would probably be better than Killivan. This is certainly better than Killivan. This is not on this run. But we'll keep Killivan because it's, like, giving me extra attack speed. It's cool to have it. I don't think I've ever brought this far, so maybe in a speed run. On screen, that is, for the record. I think I'll actually break an item here because I'm a little worried about my money total. Though, I guess I have to make the call if I'm selling a dark ability right as soon as we get up here. So we'll just break an item there and see what happens here. What does it cost? None of this is interesting. 2,400. Okay, well then I'm doing it. And I'm taking Go-Getter. Because it's just better on this build. I quite like what we've done here. Interesting stuff. I want to do a Last Present run on screen soon. Or I think I did do a Last Present run on screen in the beta. It's a really fun curse. It trivializes rooms, kind of. It also makes them kind of nightmarish at the same time. Because then you have to worry about getting blasted by one of your own bombs. Okay, so look at our attack speed. 260, and that's not even int max for the record. Sorry, I wanted to blow my nose. Because I could, you know, I felt myself getting stuffy. Anyways, we got some interesting stuff going here. Oh my god, look how fast it is. And that's not even Killivan either. What's it with Killivan? 328? That's crazy. And it's not even maxed either. Or yes, it's maxed now. Killivan has really low cooldown. We don't have Heritage, do we? No, it just has like naturally really low cooldown. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that. Shield? That's the only thing we could possibly buy here. Oh. If it was the small shield, I think we could have gotten it. But that's the 4-leaf clover. Anyways, this is our build. It's nice. I like it. Certainly could have used a better arms item than the Solar Sword, but I also had no idea we would never get the Lunar Ring. I also didn't realize we'd be so poor the whole run. So it's like, you know, pretty much just inconvenience all around. Though it didn't stop me. This run has been just like a powerhouse from start to finish, which is really interesting to me that it's been so good. I didn't expect that. You know, like when you low roll your doors and you're poor and you have like low resources, it can actually get pretty rough. I think this is just like conceptually very powerful, and that's why it's working so well. Just like these two powerhouse skulls together, doing the right stuff. However, the OSU segment's going to be rough because we don't we don't have Succubus or Slime, and we do have the dive ability, but it's not going to be enough to protect me, I don't think. We do have Mana Cycle though. How long is the cooldown on this? It's actually not too bad. I have to run around a little bit like a chicken with its head cut off, and like, you know, imagine the lightning coming down. I'm like, no, help me! But like every once in a while, I'll be able to use the dive ability to escape the OSU segment. But I'm definitely not going to try and tackle dash my way through it because that is not going to work. But it's time for the Dark Hero, or the first hero, and then we'll do the Dark Hero. But how is this going to go? I think we have a pretty good chance here. This ended up being very powerful, but obviously only time will tell. So let's just get in there and get it over with. Ooh, stretch. Alrighty. It is time to fight this Mother Hubbard. Do our best to get a clean victory. Oh, it's already happening. Alright, let's be careful because we did lose both our Coward and Heirloom there. Oh my god, look how quickly our soul meter is filling up. Just because of how much we're like punching this guy. It's kind of beautiful. Ah! Okay, he got me there. I wasn't expecting a hitless or anything. But it would have been funny if we did get hitless. Okay, he's going up. It's time. This is the normal way you're supposed to do this, by the way. Okay, we'll dive. Like, I think that's the dev intended way of avoiding that attack, which is pretty funny. It's like, dude, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to cheese, okay? Also, that's the first time in a very long time we've used our sword ability maxed out. Because it's like, Soul Burn's just so freaking good. We also took quite a bit more damage there than I would have liked to have. So, a little bit of serious mode in this fight, I guess. Took a lot of dumb damage at dumb points. But I'm still not super worried about this. Which could be my downfall, we'll see. Straight down, buddy. I almost said a different word. Alright, we'll get him there, swap. What is he doing here? I cannot see. Okay! He's doing that. I could not see what he was doing. I pressed the Quint button out of, like, reflex and fear. Ah! Okay, get that, get that, get that. Get in here. Okay, I thought he was doing that earlier when I couldn't see, which is why I wasn't, like, prepared for what he ended up doing. Oh! Okay, thank you, Killivan, for the teleport. And like I said, the hitboxes on those are as small as they look. Remember that, because you don't have to be super scared of them. If you can just find the tiniest little air pocket that you fit into, you can escape. So just remember that. I was talking about this yesterday in my advice video. Oh. Okay, and also, a great example here is going to be how tackle dashers can easily escape the siphon. I'll even let him almost get me. See that? They're very good at it. Also, he's already going into this. Okay, this is nasty. He's not playing fair, but it doesn't matter. I'm too good. And we do have a way to avoid this with the dive ability, which is why I'm always talking about the importance of iframes. Otherwise, we would have had a much harder time dodging that. But Water Skull with dive is one of, like I said, Water Skull definitely got better in 1.7, just thanks to the usefulness of iframes in Skull. And also be prepared for a potential grab here. He doesn't always do it, which he did do it there. Oh, he got me. Ooh, coward though. Oh, he got me with that though. Oh, another grab. Oh, the siphon. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. Okay, I gotta get my bearings again. Okay, now that I can see again, I think we're gonna be okay. But that was rough. How'd he get me there? Okay, this is not good. We're getting to the stage of the fight that I don't have memorized yet. What's he doing? I don't trust him. Okay, we're fine. Okay, that was a little more rough than I expected it to be. Yeah, the getting siphon there was bad. You know, whatever. It happens. But still, not good on my part. But we won anyway, so who cares? Never punished. So let's see if we can't get our meter up here. Obviously, I'm going to use Living Armor Windscreen, doing something cool. Water Skull isn't really capable of doing anything super cool here. So, this is Living Armor's time to shine. What's Kilvin look like? Oh, it's literally... Does that not have a sprite attached to it? Let's see. Yeah, what the heck? There's not like a big guy that comes out or anything. Maybe it's when it hits something. That's when it appears. I've never paid attention. Alright, so... We're probably going to summon the sword here. Oh! That's not what I wanted, but it might look cool anyway. Ooh, it does look cool. And it's a little janky too, because you can see like the apparition up there. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love the Let's Go Home screen and Dark Mirror, I miss the truly broken windscreens, dude. Clipping into the wall, Like, that was my bread and butter. That was the content on this channel for the longest time. No one was here for my gameplay. No one was here for my commentary. They were here for the broken windscreens. And now it's gone. They took it from us. Remember what they took from you. They should put it back. Give me a way to clip out of bounds or something. But GG's. That was fun. That was a really fun run. Rapidity Water Skull, quite nice with it. Although, like I said, you know, if this isn't exactly what you had in mind, let me try. I'm a little too scared to press a button. I think we're fine though. It was Pierre, who is a longtime viewer, and I hope you enjoyed the run request, even though it wasn't precisely what you wanted. Also, oh my god, look at our total damage. It's not even 1,000,000. I've never seen that, ever. Dude, did we like Giga Omega low roll our doors or what? Like, what is... So much of this run has felt strange to me. Like, where we were poor the whole time. We ended up getting at least a decent amount of bone shards, but, you know, certainly under... Like, it took us a while to get there. The end of the game was like the true time where we got skull shards. 519 is not a bad amount. If only it had... Oh, gold obtained, 23,000. I want to compare that to some of my other runs. I feel like we were super, super poor on this run. But, like, how did I not have 1,000,000 damage dealt? Like, our max damage is not horrible. It's not insane. This was certainly more of a DPS run. But, like, still, that's not awful. It's just strange, dude. This is the lowest amount of damage I've ever done. I don't know, guys. Weird stuff. But, maybe that's just the typical Water Skull run. I don't know. I mean, it didn't matter. We won handily, but still. The items on this run were cool. I actually brought Pain and Despair to the end of the game for once, which is shockingly rare for me to do. I like the item, but maybe it's just because I don't value Rapidity as much as I did before. And like I said, the reason I hope Pierre still enjoyed the run, the reason I didn't fully lean into Rapidity is because, for one, I don't think it's good. But even if it was good, it probably wouldn't be good on the Water Skull or the Living Armor. So, you know, just gotta kind of make changes and stuff if I want the run to succeed. A little bit. I still definitely played into Rapidity, though. Just go get a Rapidity, which in my opinion is the right way to play Rapidity in 1.7. Sadly, no Fulgent Dawn, but it didn't matter. Though, like I said, we could have had a better sword to complement our arms here. This was an excellent pickup. It's so funny that I didn't buy... I was literally thinking about buying the Frost Giant's leather and decided against it, and this was like the item that was up there after we, you know, decided against doing that. So it's pretty funny, pretty lucky. Nether Mana Suppressor's lucky. Obviously, Mage's Staff was like the star of this run, doing all kinds of crazy stuff for me. Gotta love getting critters. And also a Pot of Greed, finally. And the Pot of Greed actually gave me something useful. Like, that's how I got my Nether Mana Suppressor. It feels like it rarely ever does that anymore, so... A lot of good stuff happened. A lot of fun stuff happened. I had fun. I hope you guys did as well. I love playing this game. I never get tired of it. Every day is just like a new experience. It's strange. You know, like I've been playing this game for almost 1,600 hours at this point, and I still love it. It still feels new and fresh, even though we're like, you know, well into a month over into the update. Although console players are still like, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for 1.7 because y'all haven't really gotten to dive into it yet. I hope you guys are having fun with it. But us PC players are veterans at this point. We know what we're doing. You know, but it doesn't make Dark Mirror any easier for a lot of people. I think I've gotten the hang of it for the most part, but I know not everyone's having a good time with it. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard. It's fine to struggle in the Dark Mirror, which is why I did yesterday's video. Is that all I have to say? Yo, shouts to Mr. Baccanato once more for all of the revelations for this game currently. You know, we're learning a lot. It's really great. I'm so happy that a lot of this stuff that I've been thinking about for a very long time, that I knew in my heart of hearts was true, it's finally confirmed. So I'm very, very happy about that. I think that's all I have to say. So, you know, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.